Now, however much attention we may have paid to matters royal, there's no denying that millions of people have other concerns that have not gone away. Right at the top of the list for many is the ongoing cost of lockdown crisis and associated economic challenges that mean a cold, dark winter is looming. No sector has been harder hit by constant uncertainty and catastrophic restrictions than those in the hospitality business. My next guest is Michael Kill, Chief Executive Officer of Nighttime Industries Association, and he joins me now. Good evening, Michael. Thanks for joining me.
Good evening.
Day-to-day reality has not gone away for the hospitality sector. What's likely to happen, do you think, in the weeks and months ahead?
Well, as you can appreciate, I think the huge concern at the moment is, according to figures across the sector, if there isn't an intervention by government and some control taken back in terms of the energy costings, then we are potentially going to see 7 in 10 businesses go to the wall. We're already seeing a huge array of businesses decide to hand their keys back to landlords and making irreversible decisions with regard to their future because of so much uncertainty.
What percentage of the sector has gone already when you look back over the last couple of years?
Well, just to give you a benchmark, I mean, just during the pandemic, we lost 1 in 5 nightclubs across the UK. We lost some 10% of pubs, but we also have to consider since the 19th of July, those pubs that were left vacant have been taken up and things have started to move in the right direction. It was only early parts of this year where we started to see a real escalation in energy prices. And some of the most extreme cases, we saw an 800 to 1,000% increase in energy prices with an expectation of 6 months security deposit being given. So in 2021, we saw a 200 capacity pub have a £35,000 a year energy bill. In January 2022, it went up to 86,000 and they were paying the same amount in a deposit as they would be paying for the year in 2021.
It seems me, Michael, that as many businesses, pubs, clubs, restaurants have survived this long, and at the very least, that must be testament to the entrepreneurial spirit in the sector. You would think that any government would wish to cultivate and encourage that kind of determination.
Listen, I am hugely proud of the industry that I'm privileged to represent. The resilience, the way that we've worked through this pandemic, the way that we work with communities, all of which we have done with the majority of us looking inside and seeing how we can make this work, whether it be mothballing or taking on debt. We, without a doubt, have had support from government in many ways, in some respects proportionate, in other respects disproportionate. But yeah, huge amount to get through this, to now face another crisis, which in many respects has higher stakes. And the worry that we have is this pushback with regard to the new government under the new Prime Minister and the new Chancellor coming forward with a meaningful, affordable price freeze on energy for businesses, because there hasn't been a cap before, but also giving rise and knowledge to the fact that they've spent 6 months paying over the odds. This has started in January. We're now, moving into sort of September, October period. So many people are in a high levels of debt from the energy, let alone the pandemic.
Lord Taylor of Warwick, listening to that testimony there from Michael Kill, how do you respond? When you look on at the hospitality sector, it's so